our math virtually online, which is super cool. I feel like this is something that's just so unique and fun because we've never done it before. So I think you guys are super lucky to do this. You can rewind me if you get confused, or maybe go a little bit faster if you think you got it. So today what we're going to do is practice with ungrouping 3-digit numbers in 2 places instead of just 1 place. And we talked a little bit about this last week and the week before that. And so this should feel pretty familiar, but I wanted to review a couple of really important steps we need to make sure to remember. So on the worksheet you're going to do today, we have this little reminder at the top. It says 3-digit subtraction. More on the top, no need to stop. More on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. Numbers the same, 0 is your game. It's exactly the same as the poster that's hanging in my room. I know Mrs. Jensen has that in her room too, and so does Mrs. Davis. So all of you guys can see this poster every day. So let me zoom this in so I can do this problem and show you an example of how to do that. So let me move this one over. All right, I'm going to use a red marker so hopefully you can see that. So I'm going to have this come a little bit closer and just go right on the problem. Now as I'm looking, I want to look at my ones place first. Like I told you guys before, we always want to start in our ones place and move this direction, opposite of reading. So we want to start with our ones column, and we always want to look and check and see if our number on the top is larger or our number on the bottom is larger. In this case, 2 is smaller than 8. It's just like if I said, I'm going to hand you 2 M&Ms, but I wanted you to give me 8 of them back. You can't give me 8 back because you only have 2. So because that's the case, we have to go to the next place and borrow some or ungroup it, which means we're taking that 10, undoing it, and bringing it over here. So I'm going to take this 10 away. That's going to become a 0, and this will become a 1. That's kind of not writing that great. Let me try that again. Take this one away. That becomes 0 tens because all of those 10s are going to move and become over here. I'm going to scratch that and put a 12 up here. My Smartboard pen is not liking this one. So now I have 12 M&Ms, and I can take away 8 because now I have enough. So if I take 12, subtract 8, and we can use any of those strategies that we've talked about. You can look up a number line anytime online and find a number line, and we can probably link a number line you guys could probably use. You can also punch the number 8 and count up to 12. So if I did 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I've got 4 left over. So 12 subtract 8 is going to be 4. Now, looking at my next column, same idea again. We can't subtract something if we don't have it. So I'm looking at my top number. I've got 0. My bottom number is 2. I cannot take 2 away from nothing. Same concept. I have to go next door. But this time I'm not going next door to get 10 more. I'm actually going next door to get 100 more. But we still put it as a 1 because that makes it a shorter writing for us. So we're going to cross out the 6 and put a 5. But instead of that being 0, we brought it over here, and now that's a 10. Or in the tens place is actually 10, 10, 6, which is 100. But we just put a 10 there. It makes it a little less to write. Now we take our 10, and we're going to subtract 2, which I can do. And if I can do the opposite this time, maybe I want to take 10 fingers and take away 2, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left over. So then I have an 8 here. That's another strategy you can use. Okay, the last one. 5 is larger than 4. Don't assume that your hundreds column is going to be without ungrouping. Eventually you will see numbers that you have thousands and 10,000s and 100,000s. You need to follow the same steps all the way down the line. Doesn't matter how large the number is. So now we take our 5 and we're going to subtract 4, and that gives us 1. It's 184. All right, kids, so that I solved one for you. You are always welcome to email me or call the school. They can link you to my classroom if you have questions about this. We are here working at school. We're just not with you guys. So we're hoping that you're home doing your stuff, and just know that we miss you, and hoping you're staying safe and healthy. And the last thing I want to show you on your worksheet is there is that side. Let me erase that so it doesn't look confusing. there's that side, and then there's a back side, so it just looks like 2 papers for you guys. And that is your assignment for today. Have fun with it. See you later.